for Kevin Whitaker. Whitaker is a senior 240-pounder. That's a pretty good sized boy.
Big boy for a kicker. You don't see too many kickers that big.
There's a high short kick taken on the run by one of the up linemen, and he gets caught at the 40. Run down that. It'll be Aubrey Morrow, the tailback. Well, here they come out of the huddle. We'll get to it. The Adam Jones at fullback, and of course Oni is at quarterback. We'll get the line in a moment. Wide receiver split to the near side, handoff to Morrow. Morrow hits the middle, tucks it outside, cuts to the sideline, gets the first down, then is rolled up as he rolled out of bounds. On a pretty quick set this time. Oni under center, I formation behind him, receiver to the near side. And he's the only receiver out. And again, they'll hand off to Morrow. Morrow got a crease in the line and plunged forward. Years of experience at Beckville. When he first started playing as a freshman and sophomore, he tended to dance. Now he's hitting the hole and going.
And you know, you can't learn that except through fundamental coaching at the high school level.
All right, I formation again. Pitch to Morrow, deep back once again. Has a block up front, has the corner and the sideline, and the defense finally rolls him out of bounds, but he's got a cross. Come out of the huddle once again. Another 1st and 10 situation at the Beckville 25-yard line. Actually, it's just across the 25. Hand off to the first man through. It's Adam Jones. Jones.
Bayham number 60, Hurt number 52, Hardy number 64, and Thomas at number 68.
And now they're ready to run the play once again. I formation. Wide receiver at the top of the formation. Pitch shot goes to Morrow. Morrow slipped the tackle, kept driving, got down to the 10. It'll be 1st and goal. Here they come. But it's a long goal to have to make this time. They're nearly the whole 10 yards, but they cannot get a first down without scoring. Oni under center, hands off to Morrow once again, tries to cut it outside, tries to spin out of a tackle, keeps his legs going near the 6. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 6-yard line for the Harleton Wildcats on the opening drive of the game. Once again, I formation, wide receiver split on the near side, and the pitch goes to Morrow once again, cutting it outside for the corner. He drives through the tackle on a flag on the play. The 2nd down and goal, but from the 12 this time.
And right now, the Harleton Wildcats can do anything they want to. If they want to throw a pass, they will be able to be successful at it. It's just curious to see now what Coach Alexander's going to do.
Okay, two wide receivers, but still 2 backs behind the quarterback. He's looking to the near side, throw the J.J. Jones by the lead goal from the 12. If you wonder how it can be 3rd and goal from the 12, they had a 10-yard holding penalty that kind of pushed him back a little bit. Hand off to Morrow. Morrow got a crease, got down to close to the 5. But
real good job moving the ball on this drive.
And they're not going to go for the field goal. They're going to try and put it in the end zone. What's the good part about that is early in the game, if they don't make it, they got Beckville pinned back deep. Hand off to Morrow. He's going to be caught behind the line. No, he couldn't make it. Almost skipped. There is 7:32 remaining in the first period of play. So 4.5 minutes of ball possession for the Wildcats, but no score. Quarterback is rolling, looking, pitches underhanded. I don't think is it a fumble or is it a pass? I think he pitched it underhand, but it was a forward, so I think it counts as a pass rather than a
hesitation. They are almost as if they were blitzing almost.
All right, here's the single back. There's two backs behind him. I formation, the handoff to the deep back. He tries to leap over the pile. Somebody grabbed him. It was from the 9 and 6 on about the 15-yard line.
3rd and 3.
Just across the 15-yard line. 3rd down play coming up. Quarterback by himself keeps it. No, he handed off. Good faking that time. I thought the quarterback kept it coming.
Got the Harleton off a little bit.
1st and 10. They've got the ball at the. Where is the ball? About the 16. Right on the 16-yard line. Quarterback drops back, has the ball in the air. It goes through the hands of a defender, and then the receiver. 5th play of the drive, 1st and 10 now for the Beckville Bearcats. Handoff up the middle. Quarterback on the keeper, faked the handoff, and he got a couple of steps past the line of scrimmage. But the Wildcats are making some of those mental mistakes right now and keeping Beckville's drive going. Now at the 40-yard line. 1st and 5 for the Wildcat, or the Beckville Bearcats, and the Wildcat little ball coming out of the huddle. 10 seconds left on the play clock, and it's still moving. Put a man in the main, single back behind the quarterback this time, 2 receivers on the near side. Fakes the pass, quarterback keeps it up the middle, still trying to push his way on, and then is corralled. He got maybe 2 more on 43. And the Wildcats would like to shut him down here and get the ball back if they can. pitch to the deep back, tailback at the 45 rather, and then knocked down, but Beckville coming back with a nice sustained drive of their own. They have the ball first and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Single back behind the quarterback once again is Nico Adams. Handoff faked. Quarterback keeps it on the roll, looking for a pass receiver, put the ball in the air. The receiver fell down and goes over to the sophomore wide receiver. And he splits out on the near side. And the tailback, now Adams, splits up on the far side. Single back once again behind the quarterback. Handoff to the man in the middle. It's the fullback. And he got maybe a code, taking quite a bit of time in the huddle once again. Now they break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a passing down, but you never know.
Exactly.
Single back behind the quarterback once again. Two receivers near side. Quick pass. It's a wide receiver screen, and he's tackled immediately. Ball's out loose, it looks like, and they're scrambling forward. The ball should be right on the 50-yard line. The question is, who got it?
And once again, Frank Ali was the one that knocked the ball loose off of Nico Adams.
The completion was made, but it didn't gain enough for the first down. It'll be a punting situation. On fourth down, about 7 yards to go. Low snap, it's handled all right. The kick is in the air, kind of a wobbly one. And he lets it bounce and roll by him, and it's going to roll down inside the 15 down to the 12-yard line. First and 10 for the Harleton Wildcats from their own 12-yard line. I formation, single receiver at the top of the formation. Handoff to Morrow once again, heads toward the line, then tries to dip it outside. Wildcats now the ball, nose of it right on the 15-yard line. Only brings him out of the huddle. I formation behind him. Receiver split up to the top of the formation once again. Handoff to the fullback. Is that Adams or did they change fullback? Whoever it was is doing a good job keeping the drive going. 2 for the Wildcats. So the running game right now is working pretty well for the Wildcats. I formation behind Oni once again. Receiver up at the top of the formation. Handoff to the fullback once more. Got a gap, got the first down, and drove his way up to the 25-yard line.
And Josh,
the second quarter of action on your Sports Beat station, KMHD. Back in 60. And they picked up one first down and are starting on the next series of downs with this play. Oni has them out of the huddle. I formation behind him once again. Wide receiver up at the top to the side away from us. Oni wants to pass, has the ball in the air, put it in the hands of the receiver who couldn't pull it in.
on the ground, you know that they can find an open receiver. They just got to go ahead and get a reception.
And it'll be Jacob Everhart split out on the near side this time. Oni back, hands off to the deep back who fell down. Trying to make a cut. There's a flag on the down and about 14 yards to go at the 21. Harleton at their own 21. Third down, long yardage. Oni wants to pass. Got the ball behind Morrow. Much of a chance at it. So Oni has not been on with his passes too much. Well, he was on. The one that was dropped. Otherwise, he's missed a couple. And we're going to have a punting situation. Snap is good, kick is high, and comes down, takes a bounce, but it's a Beckville bounce, and so it's stopped right at midfield. Well,
now that gives Beckville a chance to see if they can try to capitalize on this short yardage in midfield.
No score yet in our ball game. Beckville with their second possession of the ball game. Quarterback in shotgun formation, wants to roll, gets chased, gets around the contained man, and has room to move, and gets the first down, I think. And first down play has them back in shotgun formation again. Two receivers spread out at the top of the formation. High snap, handoff to the running back. Whistle on the play. The Harleton 45, by the way. Beckville in control of the football. The score is even up, 0-0 right now. Single back behind the quarterback. He fakes. Winston takes off, slips around the tackle, gets back to across the 40. And they got it just across the 40. We'll call it the Harleton 39-yard line. It's second down. I thought it was on that penalty, that's right. So it's third play of the drive, second down.
Got another penalty flag.
And a penalty flag down, and the ball's on the ground. Still second down. Still third play of the drive, second down now, and a long 3. Handoff up the middle. I think it's the fullback gets down to the 30-yard line from the 31-yard line. Another one of those crucial third down plays. Can the defense stiffen and hold him? Can the offense push it across? Handoff to the tailback. He's caught behind the line, but he's stumbled forward. I don't know if he... On a fourth down play, the Harleton defense is going to have to rise to the occasion one more time. I formation behind the quarterback. Handoff to the deep back, and he stopped behind the line again. Tries to spin out of the tackle. No place to go, and about 12 more. It's a series of this football game. Nobody has scored yet, folks. It's 0-0, and we're getting close to being halfway through the second period of play. Wildcats pitch it deep to Morrow. Morrow gets some blocks up front, follows his blockers, breaks free on the far sideline, steps around the would-be, and he reached up and got it. And when that happens, it keeps on moving. And the game goes fast. Okay, wide receiver on the near side, that's Everhart for the Wildcats. I formation behind quarterback Oni. Handoff to the fullback up front. I think it's Adam. They break the huddle with 14 seconds to go. Receiver on the near side. I formation once again. Faked it to Simon. Wants to pass it. Only keeps it. Quarterback draw, kind of what they do. Actually, it wasn't really a draw, but they got the ball at the 39-yard line now. The Beckville 39. Third and a long 3 to go. I formation behind Oni. Receiver on the near side once again. Hand off to Morrow. He's got a crease, and he's up close to the 35-yard line. And the fifth play of the drive. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats in Beckville territory. No score yet in this contest. Oni under center. Hands off. No. Fakes it. Keeps it. Ball in the air. Adam Jones could come up with the huddle. There's 16 seconds showing, but now down to 14 in the play clock. Jacob Everhart split out on the near side. I formation behind Oni. Going to pass once again. In the air. Got it. Oh, and he dropped it. Into the hands of the offensive line. And the receivers position. They're going to put Morrow at a wide receiver. Morrow and Everhart both split out on the near side. I formation once again behind Oni. Back to pass. Looking. The dodges, dips and doodles, tries to run, tucks the ball. He's going to get tackled behind the line. I'm afraid no. Got to cross the line of scrimmage with no place to go, and the whistle blows.
And it's good that the
Oni calls the play, brings him out of the huddle. I'm not going to punt from this distance. They got a lot of confidence in their defense. I formation once again behind Clay Oni. Receiver split to the top. Oni with the ball, looking, and throws it into the air. He's got Morrow. Morrow at the 20, breaks a tackle, keeps running, and Morrow may go the distance. He's in the end zone.
great pass.
Eldridge in just a moment. Low snap. Holland wants to throw it, flips it, and it's no good. Short of the goal line anyway. He spots the ball on the near hash mark at the 40-yard line. Beckville has deep in the middle, who is that? Number 9 again, I think.
Nico Adams.
On the far side, taking it to 20, and then he trips over his own feet and goes down to 24. Cats. And they come out of the huddle I formation behind their quarterback. Single receiver up at the top, pitching, and a penalty 5 yards back. Why isn't it at the 18 and a half instead of at the 19? But anyway, they put on the 19. First and 14 yards to go for Beckville. Hand off to the deep back once again, and he found the crease, spun out of a tackle, kept going, got the penalty.
Gain about 10 on the play, brings up second down 5 for Bearcat.
He had to get more than 5 yards on that carry if it's 2nd and 5 than it was 1st and 14. He had 9 yards on the carry.
Wow.
And the defense was 4-yard line. No, 29-yard line. Ball's at their own 29-yard line now. 3rd and 5. Man in motion to the near side. Now he gets set. Single back behind the quarterback. Somebody moved too soon. I don't see a flag, however. And they were waiting. Again, the handoff. Morrow deep to receive for the Harleton Wildcats. He's at about his own 40-yard line. High snap, but it's brought down. Low kick. Did it hit somebody on the way by? I don't think so. Morrow's going to let it go. It'll roll down inside the 35. They'll down it at the 33-yard line. All right, I formation for the Wildcats once again. Receiver split at the top of the formation. Hand off to Morrow. Dips inside, cuts it outside, gets the sideline. It's going to be a foot race. He runs over the cornerback there where they put it. So it would be a 17-yard run once again for Aubrey Morrow. Only back to pass. Looks, fakes, pumps, now he wants to run, and we'll get maybe a yard to go as they break the huddle. Balls at the 48-yard line in Beckville territory. Harleton on the drive, only under center. I formation behind him, receiver on the near side, handoff to Morrow. On the far side, cuts it outside, gets a block up front, and then tries to overrun some people.
Even though they haven't been able to connect like they like to in the air, they definitely are moving this ball like steamrollers. 1st
and 10 for the Wildcats at the Beckville 30-yard line. Oni, quick pass in the flat to Morrow. Morrow looks for a block, comes back to the near side, gets a block on the near side and tries to move it upfield. Morrow, close to the 20 and 21-yard line. Oni brings him out of the huddle. Got an offset I formation this time. 2 receivers, one on either side of the formation. Quick pass in the inner flat, and it's Everhart. Everhart gets the first down for the Wildcats. Oni back, once looking upfield, going to get sacked and did he drop the ball flag down? Of course, with less than a minute to go, you have to go to the passing to help stop the clock if it's incomplete. But yeah, taking the penalty hurt a lot that time. And the official stopped. They were ready to do the play, and the official stopped them just a moment. They got second down. There should have been a loss of down. It should be third down.
Exactly.
Should be third down now. And about 19 yards to go. Oni back, wants to pass once again. Get the pursuit coming. The ball's in the air. He got his man, Morrow, on the sideline. Kind of split the difference between the down. I say it's third down. I still think it's supposed to be fourth down. I'm not sure what happened on that. At any rate, 8th play of the drive. And they got about 6 yards to go for a first down. Pitch back to Morrow. Morrow gets the blocks up front and is across the 10, across the 5.
18-yard line. And only just stopped the clock the first half.
And the time on the clock, 25 seconds to go. Oni has him under center, got a stacked backfield. This time pitch to the deep back, Morrow. Morrow cracks the line, can't get across, I don't believe. And we're waiting now to see if they can get the, oh, they're going to go for 2. Stacked backfield once again, going for 2. Pitch to Morrow. Morrow going outside, tries to get to the corner, and I think he made it.
Got his own 2 points.
To keep it out of the hands of the deep threats. So what the smart teams do is put the deep threat over there on the far side of the 20-yard line and let him get it anyway. Here's the kick. Short on the ground, trying to get the bounce off somebody. It didn't. It's picked up on the run and finally taken down as he crosses. Not sure how he managed to run all that yardage in only 1 second, but there's 19 seconds left on the clock.
He's a pretty fast guy.
And I think the official, he's talking to the coach on behind their quarterback. Ogden, pitch to the deep back, they thought pass, and the give it to the running back anyway, and he goes.
Whenever they play their opponents between both end zones, look out.
And the Harleton band ladders. They got the ball in the middle of the field this time, as they're going to kick it straight away. Dylan Eldridge will do the kicking. And approaches it, and there's the high kick. It does go across the field, bounces and goes out of bounds.
Kick it out of bounds. I think he was really trying to place kick it toward Freeman because he figured maybe Freeman would not be quickly or as fast as Nico Adams.
And there's another high cross field, right? It goes more toward the middle, and it's taken by Nico Adams. Nico trying to come up the middle, gets across the 30, and the second half with their first possession of the second half. I formation behind their quarterback Ogden. Caleb Ogden is the quarterback, hands off to the deep back. That's his fullback that time. Number 12 is playing the tailback position. Running game here in the second and the early part of the third period has not been much of a force for the Bearcats. I formation once again. Quarterback keeps it on the keeper, tries to outrun the defensive back and gets around him up to the 40 and steps out of bounds. So they can send 10 for the Bearcats at their own 42 now. Third play of the drive. Ogden under center, I formation behind him, hands off to the deep back once again. His tailback is Adams. Adams got a couple of quick carry. Now they send Williams split out at the top of the formation. Single back behind the quarterback. He does the keeper, trying to go wide, cut the corner, but the defense caught up to him. He's at the 47-yard line now. And the fifth play of the drive is underway. Now they're in the shotgun formation. High snap, fakes the handoff, rolls back, ball's in the air, batted at the line of scrimmage, falls incomplete. Send their punter back near the 30-yard line to receive the snap. Deep to receive for the Wildcats at his own 25 is Morrow. Morrow has yet to return the punt tonight. He's let them bounce and roll. Hard rush, they get the kickoff. It's high and short. It hit and fell backwards, and the Bearcats down. Did it hit a Wildcat?
Yes, it did. Are they going to be able to capitalize on it in this drive? Because they haven't done it the entire game so far.
High formation once again, handoff to the deep back. He's met, like you say, the heat-seeking missiles found him right at the line. Bearcats come out wide. Receiver is Williams, right on the 40, on the 4 of the 40-yard marker in the wide receiver position. down here. There's another receiver up at the top, single back behind the quarterback under center. Ogden in the flat to Williams. Williams they missed the tackle. He gets away from two would-be tacklers and then moves the ball off the 31-yard line, 3rd and 3. Forward the Beckville Bearcats. Shotgun formation, two receivers up at the top of the formation. Snap to the quarterback. He takes it down, wants to run, met at the line of scrimmage and taken down immediately. Nice defensive of 2 on that play and brings up a 4th down once again. Short snap. They're going to try and get the first down, and they've taken down to 35. Another line of flag on the play. Harleton comes out of the huddle. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, their own 35-yard line. Everybody's in tight except for Everhard down on the near side of the field. I formation behind the quarterback. Hand off to Morrow. Morrow hits the line, ducks away, goes outside, skips around one would-be. They start from the 35 up to the 39. Chip that, make it a 4-yard gain. Now they're on the 39-yard line. I spoke out of turn a moment ago. Coming to the near side, Morrow has some blocks at the line of scrimmage, bursting into 1st down. And now they're in Beckville territory. Under center, only hands it off to Morrow. Morrow right up the middle, great blocking up front. Another 12 he's top of job for him, getting those holes created. And they're blocking the line, they're blocking the linebackers. They're giving him a nice crease to run through. Big chase on, only gets the ball away, it's caught for a short gain, but that was great play on both ends. Only got to the 30-yard line. 5th play of the drive for the Wildcats, just across the 30-yard line. 2nd, about 4. Oh, somebody moved away.
The Wildcat.
And splitting out on the near side of the formation is Everhart. I formation behind Oni. Oni back off, hands it to Morrow. Morrow with room to run goes near side. No, that's not Morrow, that is Williams. Williams.
It's nothing but room to run and with great yardage and another 1st down for the Harleton Wildcats.
That's an 18-yard run because he went from the 36 to the 18. And another run over on the far side.
Years with his running backs between Morrow and Williams.
And he's running Morrow a wide receiver, some of the problem. Not right now, but he has been also. I formation once again. Hand off to Williams again.
We got
right
flags.
flag on the play. Williams may go to the goal line. He's just shy of the goal line. The ball's at the 2. From the Beckville 2, 8th play of the drive. Hand off to Morrow, and he's in.
Actually, that was Reggie Williams, number 4.
When that score took place. And the extra point attempt will be kicked this time. The ball is down, the kick is up.
Kick is up.
And what do they say? No good.
And no good.
Will attempt to kick off once again, has the ball at the 40 on the near hash mark. The kick is high in the air, a little bit deeper this time, and Stevens takes it at about the 15-yard line. Cuts to the near side, tries to go up the middle, gets across the 25 and going. They've been able to move the ball somewhat. Then they had that fumbled punt they took advantage, were unable to take advantage of. Pitch to the deep back, steps inside the tackle, spins out of another one, keeps driving but cannot go very far. And as they break the huddle, the Beckville Bearcats come to the line. Ogden under center, I formation behind him, single receiver up at the top of the formation. Ogden fakes, but he hands off to the 1st man through. Nice fake by Ogden that time as he stuck it in up the 32-yard line. And Beckville breaks the huddle. The receiver, one split up to the top of the formation, one split out wide here at the bottom of the formation. Ogden goes back, looks upfield, wants to throw the ball, has it in the air, way upfield, overthrown. It was intended once again for, and the receiver was open for a moment.
Exactly.
All right, they're going to go ahead and punt with a 4th down and 6 situation facing them, and Morrow back deep again. Hard rush, short punt, high in the air, and it bounces backwards and is finally put down by a Beckville player, defensive line. 2 receivers now for the Wildcats, but on either side of the formation. Quick pass to Everhart on the near side. Everhart goes across the 40.
Great.
And you're 28-0 in their contest. Marshall has won 41-21 over Bird. And here we go with the Harleton Wildcats. Somebody moves too soon now. That's only about the 3rd penalty all game.
15 yards total.
But it does create a 1st down via the penalty route for the Harleton Wildcats. And And so now Harleton has it at the Beckville, 32-yard line?
Yep. Oh, we got another flag.
And a
Fumble on the play by
charge, and about 15 yards to go. As Harleton comes out of the huddle, I formation once again behind Ronnie. Hand off to the deep back. Is that Morrow?
Yes, it is.
Morrow tries back to the 30-yard line. Second down, 10 yards to go for the Wildcats. On the Beckville 30, I formation once again, two receivers at the top. Only wants to pass, steps it up, goes to the end zone. Receiver there knocked away. Nice defensive play. And so that makes it third down and 10 yards to go, still at the Beckville 30-yard line. Now a timeout with action underway. The timeout is over. The Wildcat offense is on the field. Everhart splits out on the near side. I formation behind the quarterback Oni. Oni back to pass once again. Looking over the far side, has a man open. It's Morrow. Morrow takes the pass in at the 15 and rolls. It is a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the Beckville 12-yard line. 5th play of the drive. Pitch to the deep back. Williams can't find much room to rumble in his toss. They did tell me before the game they did plan to use Williams some and would probably put Morrow at a slot position in those kinds of situations. Now they have Holland back in the tailback position. Hand off to Holland. Holland right up the middle, running hard across the 5-yard line.
Styles, and that's throwing the Beckville defense on his heels.
Holland once again trying to get the first down, dove across the 5 and
Intensity going on right now, as if it was playoff time.
And they're going to try a field goal. It will be a field goal attempt by Eldridge. They're going to spot the ball at about the 12-yard line. It'll be a 22-yard attempt. Ball is down. The kick is up. It's blocked. And scramble for the ball. Eldridge, I think, fell. No, somebody else fell on it. Ball back after having blocked that field goal attempt. I formation behind quarterback Ogden. Single receiver up the top of the formation. Handoff to number 9, 22-yard line in Beckville territory. Again, I formation behind the quarterback, wide receiver near side, pitch to the deep back. Once again, a little more yardage for him this time.
For a guy like that that's been working as hard as he's been working, he's only averaging 2.07 yards a carry.
And single back this time. They hand off to that single back, Stevens, I believe. Stephen
Freeman.
Over the head of the punter, back into the end zone. He scoops it up, kicks it out, and kicks it away out of bounds. Drives going. A couple of them didn't result in any score, but still, it takes up time. Pitch from the up back to the deep back, and with the football, I think is Aubrey Morrow. Morrow got some block going down the far sideline. Face mask. He spun out of bounds.
Them this season.
That was, yeah, and they have to throw that flag. That could have really been a dangerous situation. Fortunately, I think Aubrey's okay. He's in the tailback position. Handoff to Morrow. Morrow slices his way through the line. Holland on the carry, straight up the middle.
Shifting gears.
He's in there.
And touchdown.
All right, it'll be the extra point attempt when the ball rolls back. They scoop it up, going to throw the pass over, batted away. Intended for Dylan Eldridge. Then we'll kick it across the field. And here's the kick. High, well, more toward the middle. Goes to the middle. It's fumbled. Nico picks it up at the 10-yard line, tries to come back up the middle, gets a couple of blocks, and then at the halftime, then scored again to make it 20-0. Missed the extra point, and then got a safety to make it 22, and now a touchdown to make it 28, and missed the extra point again. So they've had a tough time with the extra points. New running back in there, it's Roderick Hooks as they break the huddle. There's a still the same 115 back in the backfield.
Yes, there
right
was.
up the middle for the Beckville Bearcats. They break the huddle, send the receiver up at the top of the formation on the far side from us. I formation behind quarterback Ogden. And Ogden under center. Spins, hands off to the deep back. Hey, trying to go. Did he fumble the ball?
Yes, he did. It was stripped.
And Wildcats break the huddle. Bearcats back on defense. Harleton leads at 28-0. And threatening once again. Under center is Oni. I formation behind him. Hand off to the fullback. Up the middle. Look at that running room.
Wow!
And he's still going. And it takes 4 of them and a yard line. And the Wildcats break the huddle. They've got 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining to play in the ball game. Hand off to Salmon once again. Boom! In the middle, and he's there.
He just bulldozed his way in.
Kick is up.
Kick is up, and this time it's good.
And it is good.
Whoa!
And I think we're 2:58, under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. 35-0 to score. Wildcats on top. Beckville trying to get themselves some respect in this game. Pitch to the deep back, and he's met behind the line of scrimmage play. About line. And a first down play coming up. Running it up the middle, room to move that time, and it's the fullback. Yep. All right, 2nd and 2 as Beckville tries to mount an attack. Handoff, fake. They went for the guy they faked it to, the fullback. Beckville has the football. Well, Harleton leads it 35-0. Trying to go up the middle again. And it's across the 46.
And if they run the ball again, I'd be expecting Hooker because it looked like they're trying to change up their running backs.
I formation once again. There's a new quarterback in there, by the way, too. And it is Hooker around the far side. Slipped out of a couple.
Keep this Harleton defense honest so they can try to move the ball down the field.
This should be the last play of the game. 3rd and 3 from the 48-yard line in Harleton territory. Quarterback keeper spun around, tries to dive forward. Harleton 35, and the Beckville Bearcats 0.